Hi everyone and welcome to another vlog. I hope you guys had a great week. Right? Yeah, this is gonna be for Friday. Sorry, it's been so busy with the holidays, I never know what day it is. So yeah, I hope you guys had a good week. Mine has been busy, obviously. I've been at work. Actually, today is like a relief. They told me that there weren't enough patients for me to come in at work today. So I got to sleep in and I went to the store to get some ingredients that we need for baking, and I'm going to make some cookies and little cutout cookies, and I'm excited about that. Then I'm also going to make Grinch poop, which is a lot more yummy than it sounds. I should make a baking video for you guys. Maybe for Monday's video. You guys should let me know if you want to see that, because it's probably the only time I'm going to be baking before Christmas. Or I guess I could bake and show it to you guys on the Friday video, which will be the Christmas video. But you know what? Just let me know if you guys want to see it, and I'll figure out when to film it. But today's topic is from Samantha Meessen, who is asking, what kind of attractions do you recommend for someone who doesn't like fast rides or scary things? Okie dokie. I'm just going to kind of go park by park, and this is all just kind of like by memory. So if there's new stuff that's recently added that I haven't experienced yet or don't know about, I apologize. This is just kind of what I know from my previous trips to Disney parks. So I don't know if you want Disney World or Disneyland, so I'm going to do both, and we're going to start with Disney World, and I'm going to start with Magic Kingdom. Parades are a great thing to do if you don't like scary things or fast things, because you just sit there and watch, and you get to see characters, and 9 times out of 10 they will wave at you if you wave at them. So that's also a lot better than waiting in lines to meet characters, which is another thing you can do if you don't like fast or scary things. You spend all day meeting characters. I would love to have one day sometime just to meet characters all day long, because I think that would be fun. Let's see. Most of the shows aren't scary. There's Mickey's PhilharMagic. Well, it gets kind of dark in that one, so if you don't like the dark... But I mean, it's really fun, and it's 3D, and so it like blows stuff in your face. 4D, so it blows stuff and smells and all that kind of stuff. So if you don't like that, then I wouldn't ride it. But it's pretty chill. I mean, it's in Fantasyland, and most people enjoy it. So there's that. Let's see, Enchanted Tales with Belle. That's not exactly a character meet and greet, but you do get to interact with Belle. So that's at New Fantasyland. What else? It's a Small World, Peter Pan's Flight. I don't know what the carousel is called there. Is it the Prince Charming carousel there? I think it is. That one's not so scary. The Voyage of the Little Mermaid. The teacups, if you're into that thing. Some people don't like the teacups. What else in Fantasyland? That's all I can think of in Fantasyland. Pooh. Pooh is in Fantasyland. Pooh is still open there. Let's see. Tomorrowland, the Astro Orbiter isn't so bad, but it is high, so if you're afraid of heights, then don't do that. But the Tomorrowland Transit Authority is kind of elevated, but I love it. I mean, it's like a 15-minute long time to relax, and you get to go through some of the other attractions. So if you don't want to ride Space Mountain but want to see Space Mountain, you can get on Tomorrowland Transit Authority, and that goes around Space Mountain and Buzz Lightyear, and it doesn't go in Stitch's Great Escape, but it goes by the building. And Buzz Lightyear is another one that you can do. That one's super fun. It does spin a lot, so if you're not into spinning, don't do that. But you control the spinning on that one, so you don't have to spin a lot on that one. What else? Main Street is a bunch of shops and restaurants and stuff. Main Street is also a good place to watch the parade and the fireworks. So there's not any really rides. There's I think they have a trolley ride there, and they have the trolley show, and but not really any rides. Let's see. Adventureland, Jungle Cruise is cool. It's just a bunch of bad puns in a boat. It's not scary. They have Aladdin's Magic Carpets, but that one flies up and down too. Oh, I forgot Dumbo, which is along the same line. So if you don't like heights, don't ride it, because even though you can control it, at the end they do bring all of them up so that they can all go back down at the same time. So if you don't like heights, don't ride Dumbo or the magic carpets. The Tiki Room is in Adventureland. They also have the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, but that's a lot of climbing, and it gets pretty high up in there too, so if you're frightened of heights, I wouldn't do that one either. Pirates of the Caribbean is dark. There is a brief drop towards the beginning, but it's really not that bad. And that's all I can think of that's in Adventureland. Frontierland is really just Big Thunder Mountain, and that's kind of like a roller coaster, and Splash Mountain, and I don't even do Splash Mountain, so let's see. I'm trying to go like by land. New Orleans Square is the Haunted Mansion, and the Haunted Mansion really isn't that scary, but it is dark, and I mean there are parts of it I guess that could be unsettling. So that's just kind of like, if you feel comfortable riding it, then by all means ride it, but it's completely up to you. There's not anything specifically scary. There's no drops. There's no fast movement or anything like that. But it is kind of creepy. I mean, it is a spooky ride. It's the Haunted Mansion, so I feel like I'm missing a land. No, that's all the lands there. Yeah. I mean, in the fireworks show, most of the entertainment options there at Magic Kingdom are not scary, and they're not fast in any way, so if worst comes to worst, parades, entertainment, character meet and greets, and you'll be absolutely fine. Now, as far as Epcot goes, there really aren't that many rides at Epcot. There's Ellen's Energy Adventure, which is super fun, and it's 45 minutes long, so clearly it doesn't move fast, and I like it because Ellen DeGeneres is in it, and she's just really funny, and I really like that show. And let's see, Mission Space, they have the two different versions, and I think the green one is the calm version, and that one doesn't spin around, so it doesn't actually feel like you're in space, but you still get to like press all the buttons and everything and be in the same little capsule. So I guess if you're claustrophobic it would be kind of problematic, but I mean, if you pick the green one, it'll be a lot less intense than the orange one is. I think I got the colors right. If not, I apologize. They'll, like, if you're in the parks, they will explain to you which one is which. And Test Track is fast, so I wouldn't do Test Track. There's not really any parades at Epcot. I've just realized there's not really anything there. But Innoventions is fun. There's a whole lot of stuff to look at and that kind of stuff. Oh, Spaceship Earth is like the coolest, slowest, like chillest ride at Epcot. That's the one in the actual ball at Epcot. So I love that one. Nothing beats the smell of burning Rome. I mean, it's like the best smell there ever is, honestly. Club Cool is there. I think it's called Club Cool. It's the Coca-Cola place, and they have all the different little beverage places that you can try sodas from around the world. Just don't ever drink Beverly. Don't. I think I've mentioned this before. Do not drink Beverly. Don't do it. You'll regret it if you do. What else is there? The Soarin' at the land is it deals with heights, so if you're not cool with hanging in the air, then I wouldn't do that one. The Land is there in the Land Pavilion as well. That one's just a little boat ride through different like agricultural things that they have set up there. The Seas with Nemo and Friends is 95% chill. There's one part with the anglerfish, and I got stuck like right next to it one time, and it was so terrifying. Like, that thing is not necessarily that the puppet itself is scary, it's the loud noises and the screeching and everything that gets me. So, but I mean, the rest of that is pretty cool. And then, you know, if you like to look at sea life and everything, that's right after you get off of the ride, so that's always fun. What else? The rest is just oh no, Figment. I keep thinking that I've got everything in Epcot except for one place, and then I remember another thing. Figment is fun. I like Figment. It's super cute. There is one part where there's one part where they make loud noises like a train is running into you, and then at the end there's a big like explosion thing, and then it breaks out into a song, and it's super cool. So if loud noises unsettle you, and if the dark unsettles you, then I'd be iffy about that one. They're supposed to be opening something new where Captain EO used to be, which was the 4D show, and it's supposed to be 3 of the Disney shorts. They haven't said which ones yet, I don't think. But you're supposed to be immersed into the worlds of those shorts. So I'm excited for that. I don't know when it's opening, but I think that'll be pretty fun. I think it should be pretty calm too. So looking forward to that one. And now, all that's left is World Showcase. And there's not really... Well, there's 2 rides. There's the Mexico ride, which is a boat ride with the 30 caballeros, so that one's really calm. And then the Frozen ride is going to be opening in Norway, so I'm sure that one will be pretty calm. If they keep the drop in it like Maelstrom did, then I mean it's a really brief drop, and it's really fun. It's not even like fast or anything. It's just kind of like a down you go sort of thing. So as far as Epcot goes, I'd stick around like Interventions, Ellen's Energy, and then just go eat around the world, or if you're old enough to, drink around the world and just kind of have fun. I feel like that one's more walking than anything. Did you know that if you walk 3 times around World Showcase, you've done a 5K? How cool is that? Okay, let's see. Hollywood Studios. Stay away from Sunset Boulevard. That's where the Hollywood Tower Hotel is, Tower of Terror, and that's where Rock and Roller Coaster is. But they also have the Beauty and the Beast show over there, and that's also where they have Fantasmic as well. So those are both great. I would definitely recommend both of those. But everything else on Sunset Boulevard, just don't ride the 2 big scary rides. Everything else is like shops and food and stuff, so if you want to go through that, you can go through that. Great Movie Ride is super cool. There is one scary part with Alien where they go through a scene from Alien, and that one's kind of unsettling, especially if you're younger or if you're not into that type of genre. But the rest of the ride is super duper fun, and they used to have the actual driver of the vehicle have this whole long spiel for the ride, but now I've heard it's all pre-recorded, and that kind of takes away from the fun of it, because I loved hearing, like, that was my favorite thing, was to sit in the front row and listen to them tell their little spiel. So I'm sad that that's kind of been nipped in the bud. Toy Story Midway Mania spins a lot. It's also 3D, but it's games, so if you're okay with games and stuff, then you could probably ride Toy Story Midway Mania. I'm trying to think what they've closed since I was there last year. Frozen Sing-Along is there. Clearly, I highly recommend that. I also recommend Oakins. I don't know if Oakins is still open there. I think it is, but you should definitely go to Oakins if it is. And the Honey, I Shrunk the Audience play place is there. I love that place. It doesn't matter that I'm 23 years old. I will climb on top of that ant and take a picture. Thank you very much. What else is there? Muppet Vision 3D. I didn't like that for a long time just because I wasn't cool with 3D, but it's pretty funny. It's a time waster, really, but I mean, if you're into the Muppets and you love the Muppets, then by all means go watch the Muppets, but I usually pass on that one. Star Tours is kind of like, you gotta decide about that one too, because like I'm usually 90% of the time I'm okay with Star Tours, but depending on if I've eaten before or if I haven't eaten before, sometimes it makes me really nauseous, because you buckle up and the whole like car thingy that you're in, it holds about 20 to 30 people, I'd say. And so, like, that whole thing moves. It's not individual moving seats or anything. And it is 3D, so you have the glasses and everything. But it can make you nauseous. But, I mean, if you're a fan of Star Wars and if you like things like that, then it's super fun. But don't ride it if you're easily nauseated, because it can be very problematic. And I think that is all of the rides and everything there. at Hollywood Studios. So once again, all the entertainment options are all pretty chill. Fantasmic, sing-alongs, shows, food, all that kind of stuff. Pretty easy, right? Animal Kingdom. Wow, I haven't been to Animal Kingdom in 4 years almost. Let's see. I wouldn't do Expedition Everest. I wouldn't do... everything else there I feel like is pretty okay. Cali River Rapids is okay as long as you don't mind getting wet. Kilimanjaro Safaris is fine. Oh no, Dinosaur. Don't do Dinosaur. I forgot about the dinosaur area. Don't ride Dinosaur. It jerks you around a lot, and it's also in the dark, and there's several scary scenes with the Carnotaur, so don't ride that one. But everything else there should be okay. Well, maybe not the Primeval Whirl. That's like the Crazy Mouse, if you've ever heard of the Crazy Mouse. It spins around a lot as it's going down the thing, and there are a couple of drops that are kind of big, but a lot of everything else there is food. There's a lot of food at Animal Kingdom, and there's a lot of looking at animals at Animal Kingdom. So Animal Kingdom is probably like the most chill in regards to the ratio to scary rides to calm things to do. There's more calm things to do than there are scary things to do. So just enjoy walking around looking at animals, getting the occasional bite to eat. I would definitely recommend Festival of Lion King and Finding Nemo the Musical. Those are the two best shows there at Animal Kingdom, and I love them very much. They're also supposed to be sometime next year doing the new River of Lights, I think is what it's called, which is going to be kind of like World of Color at California Adventure, in the sense that they're going to be projecting stuff on sprays of water, and there's going to be boats and everything, kind of maybe more like Fantasmic, but with a more animal cultural kind of thing going on. So I'm really excited to see that. And I think that's pretty much it as far as the theme parks go at Disney World. So real quick, this video is getting kind of long, but I'm going to go ahead and touch bases on Disneyland in California. So Disneyland is pretty much mostly the same rides. So pretty much all of the rides that I mentioned for Magic Kingdom are the same at Disneyland. So don't ride Space Mountain, don't ride Indiana Jones. That one's at Disneyland but not Disney World. So don't ride Indiana Jones. Don't ride Dumbo if you don't like going. Don't ride the Roger Rabbit Car to Spin if you don't like spinning, because that one spins a lot. Don't ride the teacups if you don't like to do the teacups. Don't ride the Matterhorn. Don't ride the Captain Nemo's... Well, it's not Captain Nemo's anymore. It's the Nemo Voyage... The submarine... I forgot what it's called. But don't ride it if you don't like the idea of being underwater, because, yeah, I mean, it's underwater for, like, the whole entire ride, so, but, I mean, it's cool, I like it, but, I mean, some people don't like being in small enclosed spaces underwater, so I completely understand if you don't want to do that. I forgot at Disney World, but, it's called Autopia at Disneyland, but it's the cars, driving cars. It smells bad, but you can't really go all that fast, and you can hit other cars though if you're not careful, so that one's also kind of a go at your own risk kind of thing. But yeah, basically, I mean, it's all the same ride, so like it's a small world. They do have the Storybook Canal, which is really fun and super calm, and I think you guys have seen several videos where I've taken of that ride, so it's super cute. What else do they have? Their Fantasmic is so much better than Disney World's. Oh my gosh, I love their Fantasmic. But it's going to be closed for the next year because they're making room for Star Wars Land, so. But, what else do they have there? Well, right now they have Paint the Night and the Disneyland Forever fireworks, and I adore those. And, I mean, meet characters there, too. That also applies for all of the other parks at Disney World. Meet characters when all else fails. Characters and entertainment option are your best friend. And places to eat. There's not really... I think I've got pretty much everything else at Disneyland that wasn't at Disney World. So, moving on to California Adventure, that's where it gets a little bit different. Soarin', again, if you're okay with heights, then it's fine, because it doesn't really move fast or anything. Don't ride California Screamin', don't ride the Ferris wheel if you're afraid of heights, and don't ride the ones that move if you're afraid of swinging Ferris wheel carts, because that one, it swings pretty much. Sometimes you are like parallel with the water, so it's pretty scary. I don't mind riding it, but like it's pretty scary. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I like riding it. What else is there that you shouldn't ride? Radiator Springs goes fast. It's like test track kind of at Epcot, so I wouldn't necessarily do that one. I wouldn't do the Tomato Spin, because that one spins a lot as well. And it's kind of like if you've ever ridden the Scrambler at like a carnival or whatever. It's kind of almost exactly like that. You can ride all the kiddie rides at A Bug's Land. Those are all, super chill and made for kids, so I can't imagine that they're too scary. I don't think I've ever ridden any, but they're pretty calm looking. I wouldn't do It's Tough to Be a Bug. That's also at Animal Kingdom at Disney World. Just because I don't like it, because I don't need 3D bugs. Like, actual bugs are fine as it is. Like, I don't need 3D bugs as well. So, but I mean, I've gotten better about it, but it's pretty don't Tower of Terror here as well. Don't do that. I would do Aladdin, but Aladdin is about to close in about a month, and they're going to have the Frozen musical, and I'm just super excited because there's going to be a Hans face character, finally, but I am sad that I'm going to miss it, because I really wanted to be there when it opened, but that's not going to happen because I don't have money, so, but, yeah, there's meet and greets there. They have the Frozen sing-along there as well. For now, I think that's supposed to close when the Frozen musical opens, which is kind of sad because it's not really the same thing. It's not really on the same level, so I don't know why they're closing one just for the other one. But yeah, they have Mad Tea Party at night, and it's different than Mad Tea Party at Disneyland, because Mad Tea Party here is a concert. It's like they sing popular songs and stuff like that. And then there's also Mike and Sully to the Rescue, which is a Monsters Inc. ride, and that one's really cute. It is dark at times though, so they have Grizzly River Rapids there at California Adventure as well, which yeah, again, if you don't mind getting wet, you can ride it, but it's kind of up to you. And then World of Color. If you like World of Color, you should definitely do that. It's kind of like Fantasmic, but just with stuff projected on water. There's no floats that come out with characters that dance and stuff on it. So, yeah, I like World of Color very much. So I think that's roughly everything. I didn't do the water parks, and I didn't do Downtown Disney just because Downtown Disney is a bunch of shopping and eating at both places. So, I mean, there's not really anything bad about that. And then I didn't do the water parks because one of them I've never been to, and the other one it's been, I don't have the poster up anymore. I think it was 2004. It's been 11 years, so I don't remember anything. But I hope that kind of helped with your questions, Samantha. If all else fails, character meet and greets, dining, most of the entertainment, and you are good to go. You can always also walk around and take pictures. That's something that I like to do, and that I wish that I had more time to do when I'm at the parks, is just walk around and take pictures, because it's really fun, and you get to experience maybe other people doing things that you don't want to do, but you can still take pictures of it. So, yeah, I hope that helped a little bit. I'm sorry if it didn't. I just kind of blabbered on for, it's probably been about 15 to 20 minutes now. I'm so sorry. Alright, you guys know what to do. Leave all questions, comments, ideas, and concerns for my sanity down below. And seriously, leave ideas. I don't know if anyone did on Monday's video because I haven't checked yet. But I really need ideas. I don't have any more. Except for one, which I can't do because I haven't hung out with Briley yet. So leave me ideas, please. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And with Star Wars coming out tonight, may the Force be with you. Bye! Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye! Oh, and may the force be with you. No, I'm gonna do something. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And with Star Wars coming out tonight, may the force be with you. That happened. Oh, you gotta hold it down. Oh, makes sense.